Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another Slime Isekai Memories video. So once again, I'm late. I'm very late. uh yeah, I recorded the thing is that I do this thing where I record the video and I export it and then I go to bed and I forgot to upload it and then it's too late. So yeah, I was supposed to do content updates and stuff, and I did, and I never uploaded it because I suck. I apologize. I'm just really bad. But this video is strictly going to be about this banner right here, the Fountain of Wisdom Force Showcase that came back for the 600-day release anniversary. Obviously, we have the Fountain of Wisdom Rimuru and Diablo and Albus, and then we have the Wind Hinata. So yeah, I think it's pretty obvious by now, but if for the most part, I think you should just not summon. If you don't care about these characters and you're thinking more meta, like they're good, but we'll go over them really quickly. But I think it's not worth it. IMO, it's not worth it. But we're gonna go over them. So obviously this is a bait banner. Keep in mind that the current monthly event is only up for 9 more days, so the stream should be announced soon for next week, Monday or two. I'd probably say next week, Thursday morning, at least in Pacific Standard Time. So the 28th to 29th, that like midnight of the 29th, I'd probably say around then, just because they usually like to have the live stream, and then on that day at like the 6 p.m. PST reset or whatever, that's when they like to change the banner and all that stuff. So keep in mind that the next meta is next week. So if you want to save and wait to see what that is, then go ahead. This banner is up to the 9th, so you have time to wait, see what the next meta is, and then there you go, right? But let's just go over these characters really quickly. So we have this water Rimuru, pretty decent stats, damage dealer. He has an AoE ult, decreases defense. He has the EX ult, obviously. His main thing is this, increasing all allies physical attack and then decreasing all targets of physical attack resistance by 20%. And then he is also an orange to blue orb changer. His trait is nothing crazy. The Valor trait is sealing magic changing battle skills, and his thing works with Gobuta because that is the beatdown battle that came back. So yeah, like this Rimuru's main thing is kind of this skill, and obviously the orb change. He does decent damage. He is pretty good. I like him. I like his design and stuff like that. His ult looks really nice. Is he necessary? I wouldn't say 100%, just because like this skill is good, but it costs a lot of skill points. It's only for physical attack, and like a lot of the times if you don't use him for the orb change and you still bring him, he feels really useless until you use this, and then you swap him off and that's it. So like he's good. I'm not saying he's not good. He's good. I do like him. But I think he doesn't have what it takes to be considered absolutely necessary, if you understand what I'm saying. Next is Albus. I don't have this character. I think she's pretty decent. I haven't seen too much. She is a single target damage dealer, and she increases pierce power for some reason. Her skills is she increases pierce rate by 100% for all allies for one turn, and then decreases pierce resistance, and she is a green to blue orb changer. So she's pretty decent. She works well with like the light 3.0 team. She can work well with this team too, the Fountain of Wisdom. pierce rate and pierce power is always really like always fine, and like allows you to do more damage, so that's always great. But she isn't, again, I think just like Rimuru, not necessary, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, these buffs are great when you can get them, but this is also very expensive, and you're not, it's hard to juggle all the skills and using them all, especially if you're not like stacking like on a team, and you're using this Albus. So I personally think that the skill is good. She has a good kit, she does damage, but again, not 100% like, oh my god, like we need to have her, all that stuff. Her trait is good because it's protection gauge, so that's always nice every 3 turns, just like Dark Luminous, I think. And her valor trait is decreasing ult gauge, or decreasing the green orb gauge by 20% for 1 turn. EX is Rimuru, and then obviously, yeah. Next is Hinata, Wind Hinata. She is a soul damage dealer. She has a single target ult. It doesn't have any effects, but she buffs in a Fountain of Wisdom, and Shizu's will force allies attack by 60%, and she buffs her own ult. She also orb changes 1-for-1, so like the special orb changer for the blue team, for teams that use divine protection orbs. So yeah, I really like this Hinata's design and things like that. It sucks that this is so limited to Fountain of Wisdom and Shizu's Will Force. If we go to the wiki, which by the way, the wiki, I put the link in my description. It has a new link. I didn't know that. So I think was it the rain video? One of the rain videos, I tried to go to the wiki, and I didn't realize that they had changed to a new link. So that will also be in the description. Go check it out. It's a great website, great database. And I appreciate the people who run it and keep it updated. But yeah, if we go to Shizu's Will, it is Hinata, Rimuru, this Fountain of Wisdom Rimuru, Space OG Rimuru, Dark 1.0 Rimuru, and then Space Yuki and the free-to-play Chloe, who you're not going to use. And then Fountain of Wisdom is obviously these units. We have the new Tria, the new free-to-play Tria. We have Space Luminous, Wind Shizue, Gobuta, obviously, Light 3.0 Rimuru, Mulan, the Earth one, and then Raphael, Beretta, and the Gazelle. So you have like a decent lineup, nothing too crazy. Tria I like, but you're not using her for damage. Luminous is decent, but she is not being used for damage. Shizue is good. She will benefit a lot from this. Obviously, Fountain of Wisdom team will benefit a lot. Gobuta, are you gonna use him for damage? Probably not. He does buff wind attack though. The wind Raphael will the wind. Oh my god, light Raphael will benefit a lot from this, but I don't have her. And then Milan, and then the others, so it's not bad. I would just think of this as mainly her own skill. Its versatility is not too crazy, but we'll have to see as the Fountain of Wisdom and Shizu's Will Force grows, just like World of Fantasy. World of Fantasy keeps getting buffed. That Force is insane. Frey has a lot of is aging quite well, I think, because honestly the World of Fantasy Force has so many of the new characters this meta. Obviously the hero and Shizue, and then you also have other decent characters, Frey, Milim, the light 2.0s and stuff, so definitely not bad. But yeah, so this is her skill, her trait, debuffs soul skills damage. Her character trait is she gives you protection gauge every 2 turns, so a little bit less but much quicker. And then her thing is with Rimuru. And I'm gonna skip past these characters, but now we have Diablo. So Diablo, he increases damage done to water enemies. So if you fight a water enemy, you will do more damage. And then he increases Primal Demon and Fountain of Wisdom attack and defense by 20%. His skill, he's a stacking character, so he decreases all targets' secret skill damage resistance until the end of battle by 5%. He buffs skill cost limit. I believe this goes up to 40, and then the divine protection skill point increase by 100% up to 500%. So one thing that is really good about this Diablo is that you don't need to worry too much about what characters you have swapped in the Vanguard when you use his protection skill, because it's affecting the enemies and not your allies. So you can just keep popping it whenever. You don't have to take the activation into account. His Valor trait gives damage resistance, single target damage resistance, a buff for that by 30%. And then his character trait, he buffs allies at the start of turn if they have 70% or lower HP. So not too crazy, but yeah, Diablo is really good because this stacking of the alt damage is really good. You might say it's like low, and like it's not directly giving you like attack buffs, but it's making them take way more damage. It also goes up to 15% at max, by the way. So 15% every single time. If you can get off like 8 or 9, or if you can get off like a lot of stacks with it, you will do a lot of damage, even if you don't have any alt buffs. Even though you have certain stack, like the watermelon and stuff, where they're directly stacking your attack and things like that, this debuff is just lowering the resistance, and it goes lower and lower and lower into the negatives. And once it hits that point and you just keep stacking that, it'll just do an insane amount of damage. So yeah, this Diablo is good. I don't have him, I wish I did, but I think he's really good. He's kind of generic. I mean, this part is obviously unique, but everything else is kind of generic, but as is with all these blue stacking teams. But yeah, that is the Fountain of Wisdom units, right? And I think they're all good. Obviously, they all have merits. They're all really good, but they're not like an insane meta. They're not like super cracked where you need to summon and it's like recommended that everyone has them. They're good, they're really good, but they're not like at that top tier level. So I think you should just save, just wait. If you want, you should, if anything, if you're still looking to summon on this, I would just wait. Just give a little bit of time, because next week is the new banner. You have like 10 days after the new meta comes out to like summon on this, so you have a lot of time. But that's pretty much it for me. As always, we like to do bad decisions on this channel, so yeah, you're gonna yeah, this should just be expected at this point. But I made another bad decision because I really wanted Wind Hinata, so I decided to do a bunch of summons and go for at least a ticket, the 50-point ticket, because I was not going to 200 or like 300 if I wanted Diablo or something. But yeah, that's gonna play. There's audio, but there's no commentary. Hopefully you guys enjoy the summons. Pray for my luck. If you guys do choose to summon, I wish you luck as well. I wish you the best of luck on this. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. And enjoy the summons.
和だね。各高密度のエネルギーを検出しました。急がないと。おいおい、これって平和だね。平和だね。各高密度のエネルギーを検出しました。急がない。おいおい、これって
素晴らしいものとは自らつかみ。
平和だね。各高密度のエネルギーを検出しました。急が。おいおい、これって
眠りにつきなさい。
平和だね。各高密度のエネルギーを検出しました。急がないとヤバそうだ。おいおい、これって平和だね。各高密度のエネルギーを検出しました。急がない。おいおい、これって平和だね。各高密度のエネルギーを検出しました。急がない。おいおい、これって
我は今後一切ラミリス。
平和だね。各高密度のエネルギーを検出しました。急がないとや。おいおい、これって平和だね。各高密度のエネルギーを検出しました。急がないとや。おいおい、これってやばいんじゃないか。
魔物の言葉に興味はない。さっさと切り上げるわ。デッドエンドフィナーレ。二度と邪魔しないで。